Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we are taking a look at the Azuma, the ship that got the biggest glow up this update in probably so far this year. If there's ever been a ship to teach us never to throw away your toys, and by that I mean don't sell any premiums you own, I think Azuma has taught us this lesson again. If you are unaware of the massive buffs that Azuma received this update, let's go down the list. Main battery reload decreased from 26 seconds down to 24 seconds. HE shell damage from 4,500 to 5,100. AP shell damage from 8,150 to 8,650. Main battery AP penetration increased by 18.5%. Main battery 180 traverse speed from 40 seconds to 36 seconds. Main battery shell grouping improved by 7.5%. Main battery dispersion has been slightly reduced. And what did it get to deserve all of this? Well, it only had to give up its improved AP pen angles. Those went from 50 degrees to 45 degrees. Yeah, that's all it gave up to get all of those buffs. And oh boy, is it absolutely worth it. Commander that we are using is actually Azur Lane Azuma. I initially made a video about how I didn't know if it was really worth it to use Azur Lane Azuma on Azuma. It is absolutely worth it now. She makes Azuma a AP powerhouse. So I do highly recommend. We're running Riggerwald and Mimbelli as our two inspirations. So with all that said, what is going on in this video? Well, we spawned on everyone's favorite map, Shatter, and well, we spawned on weak side, which means we need to be prepared for the onslaught of enemy boats, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're using these islands as cover. We're going to use them to give us cover throughout. Good news for us, it is Azuma's dream matchmaking. Pretty much all cruisers except for 2 battleships on the enemy team. So we are in the right spaces. We're in the right place. We want to get over to these islands, then use the islands to slowly pie out areas and take out cruisers. So Belfast pops up there. We put 1 salvo into her, put a 2nd salvo, and she is out of there. First blood with the Dev Strike, and that's exactly what we want to see. So we're going to pull up, start using this island as cover, make it so that we can't be attacked by all of the cruisers on the map at the same time. We want to limit the engagements we're getting ourselves into and give ourselves an escape route. So that's exactly what we're doing here. We're using that island to our front to break up line of sight between those 2 cruisers, and then we're using this island to our left in case anyone wants to continue to push around to that right side, kind of like Mogami is there. Enemy Baltimore starts to come around the corner. We're kind of checking, waiting on the reloads here, but like I said, this is kind of where we want to be, and this demonstrates where we kind of would have wished for those better pen angles. Of course, Baltimore turned right in and actually ended up taking those overpens for us. At first, it looked like it was going to be a questionable on whether we were going to be able to pen, but thanks to him and him wanting to fire his guns, we were able to get that pen. But we're going to continue firing the AP. AP super strong on Azuma now. Also, HE got the nice buff. I know the last time I played Azuma, a lot of people were like, "No, Tommy, you got to use it as an HE slinger." I'm like, okay, well, it does have a 40% chance to set fires, but like, if I wanted to use a battleship caliber gun to do that, I'd probably just use King George. But hey, to each their own. Anyways, we get shot in on Mogami. We do get the ricochet there. That's where that new reduced pen angle does come to hurt us. Mogami does take a nice hit from there. I do have to shout out to the guy backing us up. We did have a Des Moines kind of watching our back during all of this. This was going to be a difficult push for us because, like I said, we spawned on the weak side, and a lot of times our job is just to hold out, and that's exactly kind of what we did here. Baltimore goes broadside to us once again. Sadly, we just find the overpens on him, but as we disappear off the map here, we're going to use this time to jut across and reposition. We know that Mogami is probably trying to come up behind us and maybe try to use his torpedoes on us or do something. We want to kind of surprise him, and we want to have some fun. So our plane ends up spotting the Flanders, which is a little bit terrifying for us because it's another battle. It's a battleship, and battleships can't hurt us. But Mogami points his nose around the corner right here. He says hello, and we are going to reply with some shells. and take him out as well with another Dev Strike, second Dev Strike for the game. Guys, Azuma, it is just nasty, especially when you can land those shells and hit those citadels. Next up, we have the Flanders here, and we're just waiting for him to come around the corner and wing for our guns to be able to open on him. Once again, we're using that island onto the on the left-hand side as cover. We know that there's ships relatively close by, but we don't want to push out. We just want to concentrate, basically pie out the corner, try to engage one ship at a time, and Flanders is our new target. The way he's going right now, we may have to start using that HE, but he starts to turn in to indicate, oh no, he definitely wants to show us a broadside, and we will happily enjoy his broadside, because we'll just chunk him. Like, even if we don't hit citadels, the AP absolutely slaps in Azuma. Get an AK hit right there, wait on the reload, and it'll be another AK salvo really soon. Boom, another set is up. The shells flying beautifully. Get another, okay, so it's 5k, not quite as much. We switch over to HE just in case he starts to come nose in on us. He ends up going down, flip back over to AP, because now we are cleared to push either this Cleveland or the Baltimore that is around the corner. But either way, it is full steam ahead. It is time to intercept some of these people and really start putting the pain, as we have gone very deep into their lines, and we should be able to cause some significant havoc, and we have access to just all these beautiful broadsides. Cleveland goes down, giving us access to just this broadside Baltimore. We get the first hits in, couple of good hits, but they're all overpens, unfortunately. We wait for his shells to come in, and he's just at an angle where we may start seeing those ricochets, but it will be okay, because if he wants to use his rear guns, I think he has to turn just a little bit more. As we can see there, we get the 2 ricochets. We keep on wanting kind of matching his angle, because ultimately what we want to do is close up that angle, make it more advantageous to us. So if we go the same direction as him, we are definitely traveling quicker than he is in reverse. So we should be able to slowly open up these angles and slowly start getting the pens on him. And that's what we are doing now. He's left with just a little bit of health, so we are fully prepared for him to be taken out by one of our teammates. But we just need this last couple of shells to come in, and well, down goes the Baltimore. Beautiful, cool, awesome. So that's the Baltimore taken care of. Now it's time to push in. They only have one ship remaining. So while we make our way over to that last ship, I'm just going to say, if you have Azuma, go out there, give it another go. She is an all new ship. She is something to be feared, and she is going to be a star. And especially once tier 8 comes around, when she's not even going to have to worry about facing Yamatos ever again, Azuma is going to be an absolute joy to play. And I cannot wait for tier 8 now, because Azuma's going to be one of those ships where you're like, crap, the enemy team has an Azuma. Anyways, Des Moines pops up right here. We do our heart of the cards shot, and by that I mean just use auto aim and kind of pull the aim forward just a little bit, because a lot of times that can give you some good hits. There we go. We get a Citadel off of Des Moines. Second one in, and another Citadel. Now, shout out to this Des Moines player right here. He's running what I believe to be the Too Hot to Handle camo, which is a camo that was only given out with, like, in special bundles. So, hey, that's someone who supports the game monetarily. We get another good salvo into him, all overpens, but we do end up with the high cal. He does end up dropping off our radar. We kind of angle ourselves towards where we believe he was last. We drop off the radar, but we know about the area he is. Next thing we do, throw up the plane, just because if we end up being in a situation where our plane is able to spot it, we want it to be able to spot for our team if we go down. We go ahead, get the first salvo off. He starts to turn out, and he starts hitting us pretty hard. And this shows you just how powerful the Des Moines is, because we had a good chunk of health above him, and we are brought down relatively quickly when we stop angling correctly. Now that his AP has been hitting us fairly hard, we start angling correctly, and we are reducing the damage significantly. But always be angling, or else you can end up in a wrong way. He ends up going down. We get fireproof and dreadnought medals for a pretty good game. I think just under 3,000 XP, which is, hey, a good time all around. So, guys, Azuma, if you have it, go try it out. Once again, it is a ton of fun. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.